Hey friends, I've had a few people ask about my warm up for my workouts because I typically just post my top sets or feats or whatever. So today I'll post the whole bench routine and you can see that. What you haven't seen though is I did like 30 reps with the bar and then 25 reps with 95 pounds or whatever, and then that was 135 for 15. This is a wrist warm up that I do. This is an actual cannonball. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how old it is. I don't know if it's killed anybody, but it works well for me. Gets my fingers and my thumb and my wrist nice and warm. I use it every bench workout, and it's worked really well for me. So, find a cannonball, use it. Here's 185 for 12. This is a pretty intense, high volume warm up. This also takes a while, but I have really healthy shoulders and my chest feels great. You can ask my old BJJ partners when we would roll and fight. You can ask them how hard it was to get me to tap to an omoplata because my shoulders are just so flexible and they just have a crazy range of motion, and I chalk it up to years and years of just conditioning my joints and my chest muscles. So once the weight gets to about 225, I put my wrist wraps on. I don't really need it, but it preserves my wrist for my grip training, so that's why I use them. And then as we progress through the warm-up here, I'll start warming up for my blob work or whatever pinch work I'm doing that day. This is a dynamic warm-up that I do. It works really well for me. It gets my body ready to go for whatever it is I'm going to be pinching that day, and I've been working on blobs a lot lately, so it's a great warm-up. I do like 10 reps with the half 50. Here's more pressing. We're starting to get pretty heavy here. Here's some more dynamic blobbing. Sometimes I'll flip the thing. You can get crazy with it. And then we're getting really heavy here. 295 for, I think this is three or four. I've been working hard on my triceps as well. So I try to press raw as long as I can. Then once I feel my triceps start to go, I'll throw the sleeves on. I'm warming up here with some fat man reps. 3 in each hand. And I can tell pretty much from how the first rep feels, I can tell what kind of day it's going to be for pinch grip. Most days this blob feels really easy, but every once in a while it feels harder than it should, and for me that's a sign that I should either do something else or maybe just skip pinch that day and live to fight another day. So here's 315 for 2. It's starting to feel pretty easy. I'm really happy with how things are going. Then I haven't cleaned a blob in a while, so did a 120 clean there. I think it weighs like 57 pounds. Then this is the big single here to end the warm-up. Didn't feel as good as last time, but not every workout's perfect. I wanted 3 here with 320, but I could feel my triceps weren't going to support another rep, so I just called it a double. Did some of this blob work that I figured out last week with the magnets, just to help my Hall 35 progress. Thought I had a triple, but it slipped out there at the end. And here's a 335 with the lighter sleeves that I have. I wanted 2 here, but I could feel that was all I was going to get with those sleeves. More blob reps, and then I throw the heavy sleeves on. This is 350. I thought I was just going to end up with 1 based on how the last couple of sets had felt, but I was able to pull off a double here. I may have even had a triple in me, but my chest started to feel a little crampy right about there, so I decided to call it good. And this is the last set of these doubles here with this blob. And then just to squeeze the last bit of strength out of my triceps, I did this close grip. There's an AMRAP set. I got 6, I think, here. My triceps have really been blowing up, and that's good because I need them to do that. So I'm definitely on the right track with pressing. And then this is the thumb blaster. Haven't messed with this too much. But this is like 54 kilos, 120 pounds. Felt pretty good to get that after all that blob work. Take it easy, friends.